And James, I'm actually here at EpikKonvo's. I'm with the incomparable, incredible, phenomenal. He's probably one of the most prolific players in the country. His name is Adrian Taylor. He's one of the standout stars at University of Texas El Paso, and we're so excited to have him with us today. Adrian Taylor, how you feeling, man?
Feeling good, feeling good. Just glad to be here, man. Appreciate the shout out.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think, we were talking earlier before we came on live. You just got out of practice. How was practice today?
Good practice, we're working hard just like every week. So we got to bounce back after that tough loss, man, and get this back on track, get to a bowl game.
Man, I'm with you. It's crazy, man. Here at EpikKonvo's, we always keep it 100. We keep it a buck. And I had the pleasure of being in Houston, Texas for the Rice and the UTEP game. And I saw you make some epic plays on the sideline, man. You batted down some balls. When you got in the game, I just knew something was going to happen. But one of the stoic memories I have was, I remember going up the tunnel, and I talked to some of the members of the team, and you were one of the last ones coming up. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you were one of the last ones coming up, and man, you had put your all on the field. It was all of you out there, man. And then, honestly, when I was going down the tunnel, I was like, man, do I say something? Do I just let my guy make it, because it was tough? This is the senior year. You have been grinding all year long, and the team has been working hard too. Man, how did you feel? Because from what I was seeing from my vantage, man, it was one of those things where you look hurt, man, and I know you a little bit enough to know that it wasn't going to last for long. But talk to me a little bit about that, because I think that really speaks to the champion competitor you are.
Yes. First, like, that was probably the only game my family gonna get to see. I had about 25 people in the stands coming to see me play.
Right.
So that the fact that it was like my family here and we lost and everything. Of course, the loss gonna hurt the team because we digging ourselves a hole and everything. We're trying to get to a bowl game, trying to accomplish something big that's kind of never been done at UTEP. Get the back-to-back bowl games. It's been a long time since they've done that. So trying to do that, and my family seeing us lose and everything, it was just heartbreaking, And I know my teammates fought real hard for this win and everything on this season. We had like big accomplishment we wanted to make, so it just hurt. Every loss just hurt.
Absolutely, I understand. But what I've learned, because I've had losses too, Jay and JT, and the craziest thing was, I think after the loss, and I was able to really kind of breathe again and evaluate things, I realized I needed that. I needed that. I needed to grow in the area. I needed to respond to the loss. And the good thing about it was, this wasn't y'all's last game. And so individually, and collectively, it's how you're going to respond to it. You feel me?
Yep, exactly. Just being my senior year and everything, I don't want to go out sad. You know what I mean? I want to know that my team, we're successful and everything. We changed the program around. Even with these wins that we have now, it's still a change from what UTEP has done in the past. But it's just not good enough. We raised the standard, and we want to keep it at that standard. Bowl game, we want to go to a bowl game every year at least.
Absolutely. I totally understand that. Well, you know what? You have, I told you this when we were in that tunnel. I said, man, you played your butt off. I probably said another word, but I said you played your butt off, and really you have no reason to hold your head down, man, because you're a champion in my book. And I think I texted you and I said, man, if there were 3 more Adrians on the team, this would be a national championship for UTEP. And I meant it, man. I think, for me, with EpikKonvo's and Black Excellence EP, I've actually had an opportunity to be on the field uh, with Oklahoma and TCU and Alabama and University of Texas, Austin. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot of competitors. I've seen a lot of athletes this year. But the craziest part about this experience with you, Adrian, is this. I told you this, I texted you and I mentioned, I stand on my word. I felt like you are my favorite athlete this year because I said you embody talent, but also the heart of a champion. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir. I do remember that.
And so
Appreciate
I
that.
believe, yeah, man, this is who you are, man. Like, and your team knows it, man. I'm not gonna lie. When I was walking down that tunnel, I didn't even realize this is how this conversation was gonna go. But when I was walking down that tunnel, I was able to hear some of the coaches, man. Some of the coaches were gasping. Some of the players were extremely sad because they know how much this season means to you and how much you put your all into it. So, UTEP, University of Texas El Paso, is an incredible program, incredible coaches. They're growing, they're evolving. And from what I've seen at Rice University, it's only up from here because to see the level of care they have for you, Javian, as you were going up that tunnel, and also to see your passion. That passion is contagious, man. So I know it's rubbing
Yeah.
off on you, on your teammates.
Yeah, I try to like I play with a lot of emotion and everything, and I play for all my teammates and everything, and they all know that. So whenever we lose, we thinking about all the seniors and even all the freshmen, everybody on the team that's working so hard to get to this, the point we at. You know, everybody has their own story. I know I got a kind of a crazy one coming from where I come from and doing what I did to get here. So you know, they play for me just like I play for them.
Hey, you know what? Anthony Hamilton had a song back in the day, and it started off with "Coming Where I'm From." And let's talk about that. Let's talk about East Texas. Let's talk about how things started for Jadrian Taylor. And let's talk about where Big Camo came from. I know
Yeah,
that's your IG there. But
yeah,
let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about East Texas, man. Like, let's start off high school, man. What position were you playing? Were you a running back? What position did you play?
So I moved to I moved back to Lufkin my freshman year in high school. I'm originally from Crockett, Texas. When I was there, it was like I think it was a poll or not a poll or something, but like a survey or something. It was like Crockett,
Right.
like the poorest town in Texas. Like literally the average salary was like 11,000, so very
What?
low. Yeah, very low. So
Wow.
it wasn't many jobs and everything. I was struggling. We were struggling and everything. Moving to Lufkin, it got definitely better.
Hmm.
And everything. So we had better opportunities and everything. And it was a bigger school, so I'm coming from a 3A school to a 6A school, and like they're trying to figure out what they want to play me and everything. So is that helicopter too loud?
No, you're good, man. It sounds you're good, man. You're great.
Well, yeah, it was like been trying to figure out where to play me and everything because I had played linebacker, running back, and DN at Crockett.
Uh huh.
So coming here at a big school and everything, they don't really play you in different positions and everything. Everybody got their own position, kind of like college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they tried me at receiver first, then tight end, and then
Right.
eventually they moved me to the end. And
Right.
then throughout high school, I was playing DN and everything. Then we changed our defense to like a three down front. So I was basically playing like a three tech.
Yeah.
Even though I was even though I'm like 215, I was playing like three tech and everything.
Right. So when you were in high school and you were playing ball, did you envision yourself playing in college and playing in the NFL? Was that something that you always had in you, that you knew you were going to take it to the next level?
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. So when you were in high school, did you envision yourself playing in college? Do you envision yourself playing in the NFL? Was that something that
Oh
you had as
yes,
a goal?
most definitely. I always like knew that was the only way I was gonna go to college because I couldn't afford it and everything. So if it wasn't football, I wouldn't be in college and everything, And me on the journey trying to make it to the NFL, I always knew I was going to, work as hard as I can to try to get there, because my why is like very strong. Why I do it, why I play, why I'm successful, why I work so hard is very strong. So I knew I was going to make it eventually. I had to bet on myself.
You know what is crazy? It's crazy, Jadrian. I was going to post a quote from myself, man, on IG today. And the quote pretty much was going to say, and I'm still going to post it, this is confirmation. But the quote said, when all the chips are on the table, when are you finally going to bet on you? When are you finally going to bet on you? And I really think that for you, you have bet on you. And brother, from what I can see from last year and this year, you're winning this bet. You're winning this bet. And I know your family is proud. I know your community's proud. Speaking of your family, after the tunnel experience, I don't even know if you went to the locker room. You were still in uniform. I caught a glimpse of those 20 members that were there, family members, and I saw them embrace you, man, and love you. They were so proud of you, man. Like, it's bigger than football. It's bigger than entertainment. And I saw that from them, man. Who do you have at the game for the Rice and UTEP game?
So it's my mom, my granny, my uncle, my aunt, my other aunt, her wife, my another aunt, and then 4 of my best friends and my little cousin. So it was a good turnout, and another uncle actually. So it was a good turnout and everything. Everybody came to support me and everything, and seeing them kind of made that loss a little less heavy on my heart, because seeing them still embrace me and love me and everything, just like any other time. It's just
Absolutely.
a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Shout out to Lufkin, Texas. Shout out to Crockett, Texas. Shout out to Jadrian Taylor's family. You guys raised a guy who's bringing inspiration and hope to the city of El Paso, to West Texas, to the Conference USA. Speaking of which, I believe you are number 1 in conference as far as sacks. I think you have 7 or 8. Let's make that correction. What is it?
I have 8, and I'm leading the conference right now in sacks.
Leading the conference in sacks, and then you're number 3 in the country as far as sacks. So, it's crazy. As you can see on my storyline, Jadrian, I've been able to kind of watch Micah Parsons this year on the field for the Dallas Cowboys. I've been able to see him literally up close and personal. And I'm not going to lie to you. When I look at your speed, when I look at your ability to attack and get to the quarterback, that's the one person I think about, because there's not a lot of folks that can play on a defensive line that has the level of speed that you have, man. So I know I said Micah Parsons, but who's that guy that you look to in the league and it's like you kind of mimic your game after them? Or is there somebody like that for you?
Yeah. It was definitely Von Miller growing up for me. Like Von Miller, seeing the way he moves, seeing the way he like fluid and just smooth and just fast. His get off is just crazy. But definitely recently been Micah Parsons, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Growing up.
Shout out to Von Miller. Shout out to Micah Parsons. You guys are literally taking the league to the next level, and you're taking a guy like Jadrian Taylor, who literally has shocked the world, I would say, in doing what he's done at UTEP. You can kind of, on the field, when you watch the game, you watch a UTEP game, you can see that Coach Jimmo has literally put together something pretty awesome, but it's like you have it to where the cream rises to the top. And so, Jadrian, you're the cream of the crop, man. Jadrian, and I love it. And so, to Von Miller, thanks for continuing to be that inspiration to players like Jadrian Taylor. Because if you have a Jadrian Taylor coming up right after you, and so let's look at that. You have, how many more games do you have left in the season?
We got 2 more games, 3 if we win both of them. So
3 more. Okay. So 3 more games. Who's the next game? Who are you guys playing?
we got FIU, Florida International.
Okay. Is that going to be at UTEP or is that going to be?
Yeah, that's gonna be our senior night, so it's gonna be my last home game.
Oh man, I feel sorry for that quarterback at FIU.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, my senior night games are usually my best games. So.
Oh man, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill it. So my thing is, in your entire career, Jadrian, or is it okay if I call you JT? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, JT, who's the one quarterback that you're proud of? Who's the one that you're most proud of that you were able to get to in your career? Anybody in particular? I saw you Oklahoma. You put a smack down on that quarterback.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was just like a surreal moment in that game. Just being there, not even just playing in the game, just being there in that environment. I've never been in front of that many people and playing and everything. That was a great time. I would say, as far as the best, my quarterback I'm proud about getting to is probably Parker McNeil, and not at LA Tech though. He's at Louisiana Tech now, but I played him in JUCO. When I was at Kilgore, he was at Navarro, and he was like amazing there. He was like the Tom Brady of Navarro. So,
hey, there is tons of talent at. Shout out to Kilgore, and also shout out to Navarro. They produce NFL caliber talent, so I can believe it.
Yeah, definitely. They had a great team, and Parker McNeil ran the show, so it was good getting to him.
Oh, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. So I do, I know, if I've judged you correctly, Jadrian, you are very much so. You take it game by game, day by day, play by play, and you just give it your all. And so I know this particular question I'm going to ask you may be a little bit challenging. Because I know you're not looking. Sometimes I feel like you might not look that far into the future because you just want to give it your all. But the draft is coming up. And for everyone, and you have the combine coming up, I want to ask this question. Who is Jadrian Taylor? If everyone on the draft board, if everyone was here in this interview right now, you were able to talk to them, and they asked, because they ask you every question. The question of who is Jadrian Taylor, what would you say?
No, it is definitely a difficult question, but I would say Jadrian Taylor is a hardworking, real person on and off the field. Like you can ask anybody. Anybody in the world can vouch for me that I've been a real person since day one, and I've never been someone that's gonna be fake or not be disrespectful to anybody or anything. I'm just a real person. So that's probably who I would say Jadrian Taylor. Just a real genuine person.
Real authentic, and I can attest to that. Recently I saw some IG posts that you had, and still that young man out of East Texas is still representing with his cowboy hat, with his boots. Those boots were so nice, man. And it's you're staying true to your roots, man, which I love. You know what I mean?
Definitely love the countryside of me. Growing up in East Texas, is like you can't really get around being country for real. So, but I love it though, and not too many people honestly see black cowboys and black country people. So it's like foreign to a lot of people, and I like being different. So it's a good feeling.
Absolutely. I still say I always go to the UTEP page and all the pictures that they post every single game, and I still say the number one picture that they posted this year. And I think it even made the newspaper. It was you on the field. I think you're on the field. You had a cigar in your hand, and it was the wind.
Yeah, I remember that. That was New Mexico State game. You know, the battle out 10. So big game. You know, we brought the cigars out. Had the little trophy and everything. Good feeling, great feeling. So
Awesome,
definitely,
man.
that is an iconic picture.
That is an iconic picture. I think that's the picture of the year in my book. And so, you know, Adrian, your coaches know this, your teammates know this. You know, the thing is, you have every gift, every skill to go to the next level. You have the whole package. You do, man. And for coaches and for
Appreciate it.
that don't know, go check out his film. You'll see it. I'm not just saying this; it's literally written, and the things that he's done his sophomore, junior, senior year, he's been consistent with it. Jadrian, as we're getting ready possibly for the combine here pretty soon, is there a I don't even want to say team because I don't want to limit I don't want you to limit your scope. But who did you grow up loving? What NFL team did you grow up loving to watch? Who's your team?
This gonna surprise everybody, but I've always been a Detroit Lions fan. Like that's my team.
Ooh,
Like
Detroit. I appreciate the
yeah,
loyalty. That's great.
yeah. I've always been a Detroit fan, but if I had to choose somewhere to play, it'd be somewhere just as long as it's in the South. I want to stay in the South. But
Absolutely.
if I can, I mean, of course I'll go anywhere. But if I had to choose, I would stay in the South somewhere.
You know, it's crazy because this is me talking. This isn't Jadrian talking. But when I look at his play and how he gets down, I kid you not, I think about Micah Parsons. I think about you have certain players that have a four-cylinder engine. You have other players that have a six-cylinder engine. And then you have other players that have an eight-cylinder. And he has an eight-cylinder. And so, man, being a Dallas Cowboys fan, I would love you would look great in that star, man. I think you need to have a star on your helmet, but neither here or there. I think just making it to the NFL would be an incredible achievement, don't you think?
Most definitely, and that's what team my family want to go to. That's like their favorite team. So it'll be a great feeling if I can go to the Cowboys and make them happy and everything. But they'll be happy with any team I go to. But it would be a different feeling with it if it was their team actually.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I have seen you, Jadrian, literally all over right now. I've seen you. We actually have a fan here. He's giving me the thumbs up here. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. The
Appreciate
crazy,
it in the chat, man.
yeah, Adrian. We'll make sure we get you a signed football or something. That's great. But crazy enough, thinking about it, and honestly, when I look at you and your level of play and the combine coming up and all of that, my thing is, if I could give you some advice, just keep doing you, man. Like keep bringing it because people can talk all they want to, and you know how it is. People will talk if they have the opportunity, but
Of course.
literally, it's your passion. It's your every single play. I don't know if, and I can't say this about a lot of players, but I feel like every single play you have an opportunity to get quarterback. I don't know how you do it. Like I've watched your film, I've seen you, I've seen some moves that I've never seen before. I guess in the fields of Lufkin, you were able to practice, but uh, you make it happen. And so,
The crazy thing is, I didn't learn any moves until I got to Kilgore. Honestly, like
are you
I was just pass rushing. Like I didn't know any moves though. I was just pass rushing. I was kind of like robotic, honestly. But I would just find a way to get to the quarterback. But at JUCO, that's when I finally shout out to Coach B, man, Coach Browning. He taught
shout
me
out?
like so many moves and everything, and like how to really manipulate the blocker and everything. That's how I really got here today.
Where did Big Camo come from or Kamo? Make sure. How do I pronounce that?
Camo, just like regular camo, but this is with a K. So
Camo. Where did that come from?
so it's kind of not a long story, but just to make it shorter. I was on the. I'm a big gamer. If anybody knows me, knows that, you know. So I was on Call of Duty. And I had this. I make this what you call a clan. It's basically like your crew. And I made like a clan. Everybody got camo in their clan tag, whatever. Everybody's like we was all camo. So I actually shout out to my mom for disciplining me and everything, but I got caught cussing on the game. I was cussing somebody out. Somebody made me mad, and I was cussing and everything. So I got grounded from the game for like a week, and then I came back, and everybody had changed their clan. Everybody left the clan. Everybody changed to a different clan, and I was just by myself. So I said, I'm just gonna stay camo, you know, and I'm gonna put my name as. So I changed my whole PSN, my whole IG, everything was camo.
Oh, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. Well, that definitely, I think that name really fits you, man. When I look at it and you're on the field, the fact that these offensive linemen can't get you, man, you be camouflaged out there, man.
Yeah.
They don't
I feel like it's a good nickname. Yeah, definitely.
I think that's a great name, man. I think that's a great name. And then another thing, this is something that I know because, you know, we kind of talk outside of the game of football, but you are an exceptional cook. Like,
oh yeah.
I'm still hoping to have some of your wings that you were telling me about back in the day. But
yeah.
So tell me, what's your favorite dishes?
So my favorite dish probably this tater tot casserole I made when I was in. I started it when I was JUCO at a small scale. Then it's kind of like escalated since I've been here and everything. Since at Kilgore, you don't got no oven or nothing. You got to make everything in like a little small, easy bake oven basically. But now I got all the equipment and everything. I like making that. Of course, my wings definitely a close second. And then last night I made my first like festival style, carnival style turkey leg. So.
Oh, you know, let me tell you this, Jadrian. Now, you know, in Houston, they have the turkey leg cut, right?
Yes, I've been turkey leg cut. It's lovely.
It's great. I was at the JSU and TSU game. The owners of Turkey Leg Cut, we were all there watching the game. So shout out to them. They're doing a remarkable job with Turkey Leg Cut. The product is always consistent, always great. The entertainment's great. And so the crazy thing is that turkey leg, I know your living situation, you have literally some of the most dynamic folks on the UTEP football team living with you as roommates. Were they able to some of that turkey, or how did that happen?
Sorry to them, but they didn't get none of the turkey leg. I only had two. It was only me and my girlfriend. And honestly, I was still practicing. I'm still practicing the turkey leg, so I didn't want to. My first time to give it out and then not be good. I don't like giving out bad food. You know what I mean? So it was just a practice run. But on Thanksgiving, I'm making everybody one, so they'll be all right.
Absolutely. So let's give a shout out to your roommates there. Go ahead. I'll give you this opportunity, man.
Shout out Kellen Moss, man. Shout out Tyrese Knight, and shout out Sierra Moser, my girlfriend.
Absolutely. I love it, man. Ms. Mosley, shout out to you. That's amazing. Now, you know, one of the last questions I have for you as we wrap up is this. It's the NIL situation, name, image, and likeness. I noticed that on your IG, you have literally been really promoting several businesses in El Paso. Do you want to give them shout outs also?
Yeah, of course. Shout out Spinal Rehab, man. They've definitely been consistent and everything. Shout out Kane's Barbecue, and that's pretty much it. I got a new marketing team that I'm working with right now. Actually, it's not necessarily an NIL deal, but they like basically marketing me and everything. So helping me get the NIL deals and everything. We just started, so it's still early on and everything, but yeah, it should be good.
Hey, brother. Well, you are deserving of every single deal that you get, and whoever sees this, I'm going to make sure it gets out to tons of folks. But whoever sees this, if you want to have someone that represents your brand, that has the caliber of character that you want your kids to have, who has the athleticism and talent that will rival him with the best in college football, and someone who has promised to take it to the next level. Please get in contact with Jadrian Taylor. Get in contact with his marketing team because I promise he won't let you down. This is great as a football player that he is. He's also a quality individual, and he's hilarious. He's funny. Um, he's the first football player that I've met that's actively playing and actually has a platter named after him. It's a
Yeah.
shake and bake platter there at King's Barbecue and Southern Kitchen, and so we love it. We love it. But shout out to you, and everyone that will support him in the future. We're excited about it. It'll be a partnership that you're going to definitely win on for sure. And so, Jadrian, I got a question for you. As we are approaching the end of the season, everybody wants to know this. I want to know it. How many more sacks do you want? What do you want your legacy to be at University of Texas El Paso?
So I need 3 more to break the all-time season record. So that, which is 11. So I want to get at least 11. I already said that. I wrote it down and everything to break the record and everything. So I already have the single game record. Me and Praise had it, but I want that single season record. Right now, I'm actually top 5 all time in all time sacks. So that's good
Wow.
too. But I want to be in the Hall of Fame at Utah.
You need 3.
Yeah, I just need 3 to break the record. Tie the record.
So what I'm gonna say is it's just my thing. If I can give a healthy goal, let's go for 4.5 at least. Four and a
Yeah,
half
of course.
because you will break the record, and then that next person that's gonna try to fill the shoes of a Jadrian Taylor, they'll have something to work for. Is that cool?
Yeah, that makes sense. Most definitely. It's a good number.
Awesome. Well, you guys can check out Jadrian Taylor on senior night as they play FIU at the University of Texas, El Paso. Major shout out to Coach Demo and the UTEP Miners. Y'all are awesome. You've had to fight through some things this season, but you have never given up. Y'all have been relentless, and I'm excited to see the rest of the season. Jadrian Taylor, I can't wait to see you on Sundays. For everyone who works the draft boards, you definitely want to have him on it because he is someone that's going to be a dedicated game changer on the next level in the NFL. Well, God bless you guys. This is EpikKonvo's. Jadrian Taylor, I'll give the floor to you. Do you have any final words?
Appreciate you for having me on, man. It means a lot and everything. I love what you're doing for the community, and just appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate you. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I said it from jump. My whole circle will say this when if I wasn't there, they would say it. But when it comes to someone who's made an impression on me since day one, everybody knows that's Jadrian Taylor. So I wish you nothing but the best, my friend.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks again. God bless you. Okay.
You too.
Awesome.